So it's been a long time just we catch up for a session.
Yeah.
So since the environment is right and what is happening in India is right, so just I think there's a time when we can catch up on what really happening in India now. Whether we should perceive this as a good or it's a bad. Maybe this is some sort of a discussion where the knowledge should come out. So at least some clarification should come out. So anyway, I welcome Nagaraj sir for this session. This is purely on a demonetization.
Thank you.
So just let us touch upon demonetizations and what's the pros and cons. Maybe individuals have a different perspective. This is more or less, okay, we are going to discuss our perspective of what really happening. So what do you feel this Modi, the decision for
today's very hot project, very hot topic is demonetization.
Yeah, true.
But what we are facing for remonetization, that is also to be considered. Which is now a big big shouting is there from opposition as remonetization. It is so-called remonetization. So what I feel is demonetization is something which is extremely required for our country, because the black money was so rampant, even it had percolated to a small child level condition.
Yeah, true.
There is human tendency to get something done, you just give something, that is there. But that tendency was grown to such an extent that was really giving wrong results for our economy, national economy. What happens when we grow, that is when country grows, that it grows with population.
Yeah.
So when there is imbalance in population, definitely economy has to grow along with that. If it is not, it is difficult to manage a country.
Yeah, agree.
And if parallel money, that is black money so-called, is more than the mainstream, then the taxation becomes low, then the government work becomes very slow, and you don't get back. A person who pays tax will not get back the same thing or in the right proportion.
Yeah, true. And what do you want to say about demonetization itself in a simple way? For everybody to understand.
See, main thing was, according to me, what I have studied, rampant counterfeit notes of 1,000 and 500 was there, because it was easy to hoard that money in vaults, in currency chests, in so many places. See, the money unaccounted, which did not come into the mainstream of banks, it went into the vaults, and that was used for so many antisocial activities, like rowdyism, rapes, and then for booth capturing, for voting. All these things were used in that.
So we should not forget, even it's mainly even for elections.
Elections, mainly that black money was used in elections. And the rowdyism was one of the factors, because see, they used to get money for doing something. Even sharpshooters, they had received a lot of money to shoot someone. But that sharpshooter doesn't differentiate between a good person and a bad person. He shoots and gets his money.
Yeah, true. Agree.
See, that money was playing a role. And here Pakistan was also involved. See, Pakistan involvement is they were getting the papers from the same source where we were getting, and they had stolen the dice and all from Germany, where we got it done. So with that they were printing 1,000 and 500 rupee notes, and they were using it through these 5 channels of smuggling. That is Nepal, Dubai, there's Bangladesh and Kashmir. These are the places from where they used to smuggle this money, and they used to get right money for giving counterfeit money. And within India that was used. And even this Pattarbaji they were calling, they were throwing stone in Kashmir. Kashmir.
Okay.
That was also done through this black money, that is this money. So the counterfeit notes were used to bribe someone to throw stones towards the army. These were going on from a long time. Whereas Congress government did not do anything even in their regime to curb these things. They in fact encouraged it.
Yeah, true.
Because they were also involved. That is what we understand from the news and from this thing. And we were seeing that also, that that effect was there for us also, because so many items were very expensive. And so wherever you go, you have to get your work done, you have to bribe. And bribe, without giving bribe, you can't get anything done. And you have to get it done, there is no. So even a person who is not interested in being a corrupt person, he is forced into corruption. That is what our Prime Minister Narendra Modi also said.
Yeah, agree.
Many people were honest, but they were forced into corruption.
Yeah. See, anyway, you brought in a very good point here with respect to the bribe. Here I need to check out two perspectives. Maybe this is not to say one is good, one is bad. Okay, see, it's about two persons fought for the same cause, but now differently. If I look at Modi's decision now, what I can see is it's a bottom-up approach. It's nothing but clean from the bottom and then try to clear everything. And similarly, Arvind Kejriwal of Delhi, so what he tried was from the top down. It's nothing but clean the government, so the corruption, and then try to clean up. So though the both had same intentions, but the way things are happening is entirely different. I mean, what is right is what is wrong. I mean, suppose in case if what Modi doing, if other way it could have been. I mean, if he tried to clean up from the government and top down, what would have been the implications?
See, according to me, you can't compare Arvind Kejriwal and Modi in equal terms, because Arvind Kejriwal is a very immature politician. He did not have time to understand what is politics. He came into politics with some sort of this thing, and then he jumped into that, and he did not know what to do. And he is struggling very hard to show his might, and he is not able to do this. And that is one thing. And politics, he is very new and he cannot play politics. That he has proved it several times. And Modi is a seasoned politician. Very seasoned politician. Not only that, he has got a very forethought is so deep. He knows what is what, and what is to be done.
Yeah.
See, with demonetization also you can see how he has done it. It's a very good move. No Prime Minister has done it so far. They were not able to do it because of so many other factors. There were pressure from the mafia, there were pressure from within our own country people, and those who are supporting black money. See, now they have come out openly, the black money supporters. Now our country knows who is a black money supporter and who is not. So there is a clear-cut distinction now with this demonetization. That is one of the benefits that country has now. Now we can find out who is good, who is bad. But unfortunately, Arvind Kejriwal, expected to be a very clean person, fell into the other ditch. He should not have taken.
It looks like their thought process is different.
But he should have understood that. That is why I call him an immature politician. He may be clean, he might not have taken money, he might not have done, he may be good. But being good is not enough.
Yeah.
His steps, his talks, his way of dealing with subjects, all these things count in a politician, especially in a higher seat like Chief Minister of Delhi.
Yeah.
He should show the stature. That stature he did not have.
Agreed. See, I have a point here. Okay, since I'm a hardcore fan of BJP as well as hardcore fan of Arvind Kejriwal. So even from my perspective, our perspective, so even I can understand, definitely he could have supported this cause, and then he could have pressed for other actions from the government for against corruption. So yeah, definitely this is something even as a AAPN or as a BJP, definitely we feel okay he has took a wrong step here. Maybe I don't know what level of understanding have in this, but still at outside we feel that. But now just let me come back to again demonetizations. Now, if you take this demonetizations from the rich perspective and a poor perspective, what's your view? I mean, who is really going to get affected in this
we can distinguish between the positive effects and negative effects, or advantages and disadvantages.
Yeah.
See, disadvantages, what we have is temporary. Temporary in nature means we can, as a common man, we can understand definitely it is temporary, because See, there is other methods which are coming up.
Yeah.
That's the plastic money, so-called, is coming up. So the use of currency should be less. So when use of currency it becomes lesser, printing of currency becomes lesser, and counterfeiting becomes lesser, and the cash transaction between these gundas and this for anti-social activities gets reduced. And these are the things which were causing a lot of hazards taking any decisions from the government level.
Yeah.
If government takes some level, some decision at higher level, it should percolate to small man. That was not happening because of this middle layer.
Yeah.
A strong layer was there, that is corruption layer, or this counterfeit layer, or say black money layer. That black money layer was so thick that anything happens in the top level did not reach the common man at all. It held in this level, the other side of the black money, and that circulated through the politicians only.
Yeah, true. It's held there only.
Yeah, so that is the advantage now. Another advantage is, there was, it is told that 14,000 crores of 1,500 rupee note was printed in Pakistan, the counterfeit. And that was ready to be pushed into our country. And what would have been our economy if that was pushed in? Because Dawood Ibrahim is told to be the kingpin of all this black money.
Yeah, right.
Okay,
Yeah.
so he used to send it through Dubai, and that used to get converted, and that is a channel.
Yeah.
That was a channel. So now 14,000 crore is straight away demolished.
Yeah, true.
That means we have a clear-cut security wall between that 14,000 crores, which was supposed to come into the parallel. And it is also told 14,000 crores in past 5 years they have already pushed in.
Oh, okay.
That is how these people were hoarding lot of money. And that has got a effect now. Now that is why our opposition is boiling.
Yeah, obviously it's a known issue. Though everybody knows corruptions, okay, there was
See,
no.
what they are saying now is,
Yeah.
one point that can be considered, but that is again dangerous. They say private hospitals and cooperative banks. These have to be given more power for remonetization. That is, exchange of old notes should be allowed to this, which this government did not allow. What happened? See, most of the politicians had private hospitals, private educational institutions,
exactly.
and private cooperative banks. All were linked to politicians. Take for example Bangladesh, West Bengal,
Sure, the case.
Sharda case, Narda case, and one more thing is animal, that is cattle trade, illegal cattle trade, and then infiltration, and black money from outside our country. All these were going on, and this refugee protection, all these things were happening.
Yeah, true.
And rowdyism was major, strength for Mamata Banerjee.
Yeah.
So that is why these things did definitely affect the country's economy in a very bad shape. And Congress was not able to take any decision because they themselves were into this
Obviously, they know, they are also part of it.
They became part of it, and they were subject to blackmailing, they were subject to all these things, and they were afraid of doing anything. They never had any guts to overcome this, and because they were not clean.
Yeah, true. Does it mean that, anyway, it's a BJP implemented finally. Does it mean that BJP doesn't have corrupt politicians?
That is a lesson for them also, no?
Exactly. Yeah.
See, I am not telling that most of the politicians, because many BJP people also felt they were forced into corruption because of the rampant corruption prevailed in the previous government regime. It was so much, thousands, lakhs and lakhs of crores were drained. But where will BJP have any power if they don't have any money at all?
Yeah, since
So they have to
independence,
have some money somewhere.
Yeah, true.
So they might have been forced into this, but well, that is only a presumption. We will not go into that. But corrupt is a corrupt. Whether he
Exactly.
takes 1 rupee or 100 rupee or 1000 rupees, it is corruption.
Yeah, see, the one great thing is, okay, see, this decision impacts the corrupt within the party and corrupt outside the party. So that's really a great decision. So with a great intention of doing good for all the poor and middle class, everyone.
Yeah.
So in that sense, yeah, it's a great decision. So just we'll break for 5 minutes, so just we can get back and then
Yeah,
get
sure.
back into the
Why not?
session.
Oh, yeah. Commercial break?
Yeah, commercial break.
Okay.